Brenna Surette, Associate Wealth Advisor at Burney Wealth Management. And today I'm joined by Adam Newman, Partner and Senior Wealth Advisor. And this is Bite-Sized Retirement, where we take common retirement planning topics and break them down into bite-sized 5-minute pieces. Just a reminder that these videos are not investment or tax advice, but hopefully provide a solid foundation and starting point to plan off of. And remember, while we might be explaining a topic in 5 minutes, please do not take 5 minutes to make any of these important financial decisions. So with that, today's topic is Roth conversions. So let's go ahead and start the clock. And Adam, can you kick it off by explaining what a Roth conversion is?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing I want to emphasize is the difference between a pre-tax retirement account and a Roth retirement account. So pre-tax retirement accounts are those that we're most accustomed to. These are the accounts where we get a tax deduction for making a contribution. The funds grow tax deferred, and then at some point in the future, typically in retirement, when money's pulled out, they're, in most cases, fully taxable. A Roth account is an account that is funded with after-tax dollars, so money that we've already been taxed on, and grows completely tax-free, meaning tax-deferred growth and then also tax-free distributions from those accounts, again, often in retirement. So a Roth conversion is the act of moving money from a pre-tax retirement account into a Roth retirement account. And so when that happens, it's a taxable event. So that's one of the the really big considerations that we'll touch on. But they're also incredibly flexible tools that we're excited to walk through today to provide some more context. So first off, Brenna, why would someone do a Roth conversion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you mentioned, Roth accounts are advantageous because of their tax-free growth, but not everyone is eligible to contribute to a Roth account because of income limitations. So a benefit to a Roth conversion is that flexibility you mentioned. So a Roth conversion is a way around the income limitation because there are no income limits for conversions. So this strategy can really make sense if a person believes they may be in a higher tax bracket in the future, with the conversion essentially locking in their current tax rates by paying the taxes now rather than later. And then from estate planning perspective, distributions will generally be tax-free to beneficiaries, making them a really great tool for leaving behind a legacy. So that's a little bit of the why, but Adam, could you explain when it might make sense to do a Roth conversion?
Yeah, and as we've already touched on, a huge benefit of these Roth conversions is the flexibility they provide. And there's really two examples of when a Roth conversion might make a lot of sense. The first is that window of time between someone retires and they turn age 72. So as we all know, at age 72 is when those required minimum distributions kick in for pre-tax retirement accounts. We've got a whole video that walks through these, so I encourage you to look at that for some more information there. But typically between retirement and age 72, is a period where our tax bracket is typically a lot lower than it was during our working years. So that's a great opportunity to lock in those conversions at lower tax rates. And the other is circumstantial. So any period, year, or window of time when we're either going through a career change or income has declined significantly, and a Roth conversion might make sense. So those are two really, I think, good just initial examples.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some other considerations. I mean, we've mentioned it, but it is a taxable event, so it may result in a larger tax bill. And with that, it's super important to be mindful of your full situation, full scenario, whether that's looking at your capital gains, different tax events for the year, and also by timing your conversion carefully and possibly spreading it out over several years, you may be able to ease that tax burden a bit. But of course, with planning, there is no predicting what the tax brackets and tax rates will actually be in the future. So while it's important to plan ahead, it's also really important to revisit this on an annual basis and in conjunction with your financial plan to make sure you're looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah, all great points, Brenna, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Looks like we made it here in under 5 minutes. We encourage you to go check out our other videos in the Bite-Sized Retirement series. And as always, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.